really hard for me to edit this. In 3, 2, 1.
Hello, and welcome back to the Tea with Crema. My name is Kris, and I'm joined today by my best friend, Emma.
What up?
And today we have our super special first guest here on our podcast. It's Izak.
What it do?
We have Izak here joining us because this is the February month of love Valentine's Day episode. And so we wanted to take some time, reflect on our own love lives. And by we, I mean Emma wanted to reflect on my love life. So the only way I was going to do it is if she reflected on hers. So that's what we're doing here today. So I'm super excited. And I know before we begin, just to check in with everyone, what tea do y'all have going with you today?
I have with me today a green tea with ginger plus probiotics by Bigelow, found at Target. At Target, still waiting on my sponsorship. What are you drinking today, Kris?
Today I have a mango flower tea. It's one of my favorite teas. I forgot what the other part of it is. I just know it's mangoes and there's oranges, and you can get it at Winco in the little bulk section, because I also forgot the brand. It's fine. I'll come back and try again later, but it's delicious. It's my favorite.
Shout out Winco.
Hey. All right. So I do have a few questions, curiosities. You know, I'm sure our listeners do as well. This is a relationship that you guys have been having for 10 long, exciting, wonderful years. So congratulations hitting that 10-year mark, everybody.
10 years. Also, Izak and I have not seen any of these questions, so these answers are actually going to be pretty candid, and we're going to see where it goes. So yeah, thanks a lot, Kris.
You're welcome. I'm excited. So first question, really basic, just a quick, you both have different perspectives, so I just want to hear, what is the origin story of your relationship, but from like both sides?
The origin story. Do you want to go first, babe, or do you want me to?
No, you got this.
So I noticed Izak while I was at track practice and he was at football practice. He was a freshman and I was a sophomore, and he was stretching in a really big circle of football guys. And so they were all stretching and I was like, oh my gosh, that guy is fine. And then one of my friends who I threw with on the track team was like, oh my gosh, that's my boy Izak. And I was like, oh, can you introduce me? And he was like, yeah. Oh, by the way, he's Samoan. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm Tongan. Perfect. There's no chance that we can be related. So that's also a really big thing if you're not Polynesian. # just Polynesian things. He was like, hey, Izak, come here, come meet my friend. And as he was saying that, I literally ran away in the opposite direction. And so Izak's first impression of me is me running away in these green shorts. And so Izak and I eventually meet later on down the line, but he could never find me because I was always usually stalking him. I would follow him, but from a distance. It sounds a lot worse than it really is. It's just really high school things. Anyway, Izak, what do you want to say our origin story was?
No, so the green shorts really had me though, because one day I'm just walking. I don't remember stretching or anything. I remember walking to the locker rooms, and our school was kind of it was built a little weird. We had everything in the middle of the school, and then off to the side is where the locker rooms would be. So I was walking there, and I see my friend Jared. He's waving me over, and he's like, Izak, come here. He's like, I got someone for you to meet, and all I see is just neon green shorts, just booking it to the parking lot. And I was like, okay, but I was quite a distance away. I'm like, okay, I don't know what's going on. That's weird. But when I get to him to see who he was talking about, I look down the road and there's nobody. She disappeared. She was gone. And so, and so I didn't get to meet her. He ended up introducing us later.
But also, I would like to dispute the fact that it was not in the parking lot, and we've had this conversation. It was on the throwing field, and everyone that was there that day could back me up. So I'm just going to throw that out there.
You still disappeared.
I still disappeared.
She was gone. I'm talking green shorts vanished.
She was never seen again. That was the fastest she ever ran in her life.
Legend has it that she's still running to this day.
So yeah, that's our origin story. Eventually we started talking, and then I actually asked him to go to homecoming with me, but he couldn't, and it was a whole thing. And then we were just talking at that point and just friends and getting to know each other. And during Thanksgiving break, we went on a date with, it's going to sound weird, but his cousin is dating my cousin at this
Okay,
point.
but they're not like actual cousins. They're like,
We're step cousins. So
yeah.
it was his cousin and my cousin liked each other. Isaac and I liked each other as well. And so we went on a double date to the beach, and then that's kind of where our relationship started. So we celebrate that day. Isaac actually officially asked me to be his girlfriend, but I believe it was January 14th. And then from there, it was history. That's us.
So just note you can run all the way away and things could still work out.
Exactly. I think from the moral of the story is you should still shoot your shot, even if, no, never mind, consent. If she runs away, sometimes it's meant to be.
Oh my gosh. All right. Well, our next two questions might sound similar, but they are different. So the next question is, what is the thing that you enjoy the most about the other person?
There's so many things though. How do you pick one?
Oh, that's nice.
Wow. If someone were to ask me about Emma, I'd have to like look for one.
First of
Wow.
all. Wait, what's the thing I enjoy the most?
The most.
I have one. Isaac's love language is like acts of service, which I really appreciate because that's the way that he shows his love to me. And so it's really nice to like come home after a really long day and dinner is cooked, dishes are cleaned, the room is clean. And so that's something I always really appreciate about Isaac is because I don't have to ask, it just happens. So what's your favorite thing about me? I know there's everything, but you can pick one.
Man.
Don't think so hard.
No. Okay, because I was trying to like pick like the best one, but I think one of my favorite things about you is how you always think like, or I'm saying you as I'm talking, but she always thinks that like she's the bad guy or like she's not a nice person, but like I've seen her create like these random like acts of kindness moments, and I'm like, dude, that's deep. Like she's just a genuinely nice person, and like I that's like one of my favorite things about her.
You're not the bad guy, just bad guy.
Did you quote that right?
Yeah.
Oh.
Name that movie, everyone.
From Wreck-It Ralph.
All right, so the next question, again, sounds similar, is different. What is the thing that you most enjoy about your relationship?
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's definitely different, right? Like the individual versus the relationship.
I'll go first. Something I enjoy most about our relationship is how we've grown. It's wild. Like Emma really has helped me grow to be like a man in like every sense of what I had always thought a man should be. And like that's probably like my favorite thing about our relationship is just how she's helped me grow and like how in other ways I've also, I guess, helped her.
You stole my answer. I was literally going to say that. I think my favorite thing is that we've evolved throughout the times. So, 16-year-old us is not the same as 26-year-old us. And that's my favorite thing is because we've been able to, I think, overcome a lot of things because of the fact that we're both willing to grow together as partners and individually.
These are wonderful, and they lead into questions I was going to ask later, but you've already hit on them, so might as well expand on them now. How do y'all find a balance between like independent growth and then also the growth within your relationship?
Because me and Emma, we've been together for 10 years, but we've always been distanced by like school or something. Like, so I think in a sense that like that's what originally helped me when we first started dating. We were in high school every day together. Every chance we had to be together, we would just hang out together. And then when she went away to college is when I struggled the most because, man, like I didn't know how to do it. It's something that I kind of just had to learn to get better about, I guess, in a sense, because I wanted her to be there all the time. I needed her to be there all the time, but I couldn't have that. So
this can sound terrible. It's like, you just do it. Like, you have to, right? And so I think there's a part of us that I don't know the right answer. I think, yeah, distance definitely helped us work on ourselves individually. And it did have to become a conversation where we were saying, like, like if we want this relationship to continue, each person needs to play their role separately in order to make our relationship together be stronger. And like, I will always go back to that, like in my own personal experience, which has really only been Isaac. And what we found success in was that we both had our own thing going on. But at the end of the day, like we could always come back together and like we were working towards this goal, of bettering ourselves for like our future family or our future in general.
And I guess, I don't know if it would have helped to have told you my thought process in asking that question is because I've seen couples that will either grow together so much that they can't be apart or then grow so independent that then when they're back together, it's like, why are we in this relationship? We no longer have anything in common. And so I was just curious on how you find a relationship, especially one that did start at a young age where you still have a lot of growing, a lot of experiencing to do. How do you still find that balance of we're not like this and it can't be separated, but we're also not so far apart and so different that we no longer have anything to be together for anymore?
Yeah. And like Isaac and I discuss it all the time. Like we think about it and we're like, dude, like 10 years is a long time. And so, everyone's like, wow, like how do you guys do it? Like it's hard work. It's hard work to, to maintain a relationship and maintain, like I will always love Isaac. I will always be in love with Isaac. And so that is something that we always have to like make sure that we're on the same page about. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, next question. I'm just kidding. This is so awkward. Okay, and also like disclaimer, this is like really hard for me to talk about my relationship with Isaac because like I can talk about Isaac all day, every day, like without Isaac there.
Right. It's a little weird that like she's on the other end, and because bro, you could ask any of my friends. Like every conversation that we have, somehow I'm weaving her name in there, like something that we've done together or something that she does. But it's weird now that she's like on the other end listening.
Because Isaac and I do have these conversations. Like we have these conversations. And so I guess I don't know, maybe it's a little bit more vulnerable knowing that like the collective are going to hear it as well. I don't know.
Ultimately, I just thought it was important that we had this episode because again, you wanted me to be in a very similar vulnerable position. Answering, I would imagine, I don't even know what kind of question. So I was like, okay, well, I'll be vulnerable, but this has to be two of us. I can't do this alone.
So what I'm hearing is that I brought this upon myself.
You did. And then you dragged Isaac into it. So
I know. Look, see, I'm a ride or die, though. What's up?
What's up? That's it. That's the tweet. That's it. No interview. We're done.
Oh, sorry. I have more questions. Oh. Speaking of which, how do y'all deal with conflict?
I'm very non-confrontational, which is weird because I'm a very aggressive person when it comes to sports or competing. But when it comes to Emma, it's like
or driving.
Or driving, dude. I have road rage. It's crazy. But as soon as I'm off the road and I'm in the house and I'm talking to Emma, I'm like, okay, babe.
And that's the thing too. Like in our 10 years together, I can think of maybe like 3 or 4 really large arguments that we've ever gotten into. But like normal conflict, we just know each other so well. So like we know when to back off, when to give space. I'm also non-confrontational too. Confrontation makes me feel icky. It makes my stomach's actually like in knots right now as I'm talking about it. So it makes me feel anxious to get into confrontations. But when it comes to like conflict where I know that I'm right with Isaac, I will let it be known that I'm right. And so it always ends up happening that I'm like, I'll bet you dishes for the week that I'm right. And he knows anytime I bet, because I'm not a gambling person. Anytime I bet, that he knows he needs to back off because I know I'm like 99% sure that I'm right. So
I still make the bet though. I ain't scared.
But I guess like when it comes to conflict, like as adults, there is that communication aspect. Before it was like Isaac would like shut down or I would shut down. And when the other person would be like, oh, what's wrong? We'd be like, nothing, we're fine. And so now like it's like, what's wrong? I'm like, nothing. I'm like, no, come on, let's go. Let's hash it out. Let's duke it out right now.
And then all of a sudden you got like 10 paragraphs written to you.
But yeah, I think it's just a communication thing. Like we just talk through it. Most times it is a misunderstanding.
Very nice. So it sounds like you'll handle this next question pretty well then. Who's funnier and how y'all know?
Man, you really trying to stir up the pot right now, bro.
Who's funnier? I think we're both funny in our own ways. I think together we're hilarious though. I really do think that because but as a person, like I think I'm pretty funny. What would you say? Who's funnier, babe?
I know for a fact it's me, but you know what I'm saying? We agree to disagree, I guess, because
I think I'm so funny, but Isaac also thinks I have very dry humor, and Isaac has very slapstick humor. And so we'll watch movies together, and he'll be like laughing his butt off, and I'm like, that wasn't funny. So he doesn't like watching comedy with me anymore because I don't laugh at the appropriate places, I guess, because I'm like, this is dumb. But we'll watch movies and I'll be like dying and he's like, this is not funny. So I feel like we have 2 different like senses of humor. Mine is a little bit darker as well. I think I'm a little bit morbid when I joke around.
No, I definitely have a darker humor, but I think that's why I think I'm funnier.
Because Isaac also like he also be making up things in his head, and then he'll just start laughing, and then I'm like, "What's going on?" And he's like, "I just had a crazy ass conversation in my head." He's like,
"Bro, nobody else does that. Like, I feel like I'm the only one. I just be busting out laughing like randomly just because I think of the funniest stuff in my head."
Anyway, I think the consensus is that I'm funnier and we can move on.
When they say they're funny together, I mean, y'all, it took us 10 minutes to get started with this episode. Like, we had to stop and start and stop and start. I don't know. You probably hear it through the introduction that we're going with. I'm still in stitches. Could not keep it together. Had to fight.
Because I think also Isaac and I, like, we're really good at building on each other. Like, we'll just start ad-libbing and just keep it going. My sister hates hanging out with us because she'll be like, y'all are just, what is going on?
Can't get nothing done. Wonderful. It's great. I enjoy it as the common third wheel. Not complaining. All right, next question. You get a call. It's 2:00 in the morning. You find out the other person is in jail. Your first thought, what did they do? How did they end up in jail at 2:00 in the morning?
Emma, what did you do at 2:00 in the morning, bro? What was you doing?
Where are you going at 2:00 in the morning without me? That's the first of all question.
That's what I'm saying. Why are you out in the streets? What was you
She
doing?
belonged to the streets. I really feel like if I was in jail, Isaac would be right next to me.
So 2:00 in the morning, I get a call like, babe, I'm in jail.
Mm-hmm.
What did I think she did before she tells me?
You're gonna let me out. I'm locked up.
I don't know, because it's weird, because you're not like, you're not out there just trying to fight people, so you weren't beating anyone up or anything. You weren't, maybe, you know what? So here's what happened, all right? So Emma got pulled over for speeding, but then she like panicked and kept driving, and it became like this awkward stop and go with the officer, and he was like, you know what? That's it. This lady, as soon as she stops, or whoever this driver is, she's going to jail for a long time, and then he put her away. That's probably what happened. Emma had an awkward stop with the police officer.
I just want to say, I really think if I were in jail, and if it wasn't with you, Isaac, it'd probably be with Kris. Like, I'd probably be stuck somewhere with Kris, and it'd probably be Chris's fault that I'm in jail. I'm that friend.
You know, it's funny. I like how you blame everybody else. What if you was the one who was doing it?
I'm non-confrontational, unless I'm like really drunk.
Or is that part of your plan?
If I were bailing Isaac out of jail at 2 a.m., it's because he got into a fight. It would take him a very long time to get to that point, so I would also not be mad, I think, in my head. Because they don't just take you away for having a speeding ticket, right?
If you had to stop and go conversation, you just kept going. He's probably thinking like, man, this person's on the run. Okay.
So going to jail for confrontation, and then Emma blames me. So, okay, there you have it. I put Emma in jail.
If I called you, Kris, at 2 a.m., I was like, I'm in jail, bail me out. Don't tell Isaac. What would you think I was doing?
At 2:00 in the morning. What was Emma doing? It would definitely be an awkward encounter with the police. It wouldn't be for speeding, because I don't know if she knows where the gas pedal is in her car.
Oh, I didn't realize this was a roast Emma episode.
It would honestly probably, like, her taillight was out. The officer wasn't actually trying to like pull her over for anything major. He was just like, ma'am, your taillight's out. It's 2:00 in the morning. Like, people can't see you. And she was like, no, I feel unsafe. I don't like where this is going. And like, yeah, I definitely agree with Isaac. It would be like a stop and go. Like, she's like, am I going to stop here? Do I feel safe here? You know what? Never mind. I'm just going to go all the way home.
Like, there's a street light, like just maybe a mile ahead.
Gets to the street light. It's not bright enough. Like,
I also like how both of you put me in driving situations.
Maybe
Like, I couldn't be at the club or something. Like, what's wrong with y'all?
nah, it's driving. Because nope.
First of all,
you don't go nowhere. You know what? It would honestly probably be because like I stretch. Another thing, but if she'd be coming home from like McDonald's.
Don't do McDonald's like that.
She got the freshest large fries right there.
Well, now my large fries aren't fresh because now they're stuck in my car because I got pulled over.
That's probably why you got pulled over, because you're mad that your fries are getting cold and you try to beat them up for like wasting your time.
Anyway, let's move on from this question because this is hurting my feelings now.
All right. Well, y'all got 10 years down. So pretty easy question. What's going on in the next 10 years? What do you see happening for y'all in the next 10 years?
Be so old. Just kidding. I'll only be 36. 36 is not old. You take this one, Isaac. And if it doesn't include something.
Well, for sure, yeah. That's step number one. But hopefully, after, putting a ring on it, hopefully within the 10 years, after we travel a little bit too, because, after I put the ring on it, I want to do a little bit of traveling. Mm-hmm. Maybe we can get us a little Nino or Nina.
How many Ninos or Ninas?
See, I want to settle down with like 3. I want an odd number.
And I like 5. Yeah, we went from 3 to 5 very quickly. In the next 10 years, I hope that Isaac and I are married. I hope we have at least one baby by then. I will have graduated from law school. Isaac will have graduated as well. And we're both settling into our careers. That's like such a vanilla life. I hope we'll be able to like live abroad, or travel, start a family vlog, and I quit my job, and that's how we get our main source of income is from making YouTube videos.
That sounds terrible.
At the bucket list family, I love them. I want to be like them when I grow up.
That's a lot going on. But it's okay. It's your 10 years. Do what you're going to do.
Buy a house, buy my mom her tiny house. I guess that's also on the
I know.
list
I think
too.
that's the biggest thing. If we do get a house within 10 years, we got to have a little tiny home for mom because she wants to live with us, but not live with us.
Yeah, and she's also said that before too. Like she's like, yeah, I'll live with you guys, but like not live with you guys. Like in the mother-in-law suite, but not like a suite, like on the same land, you know?
The mother-in-law property. All right. So the last thing I have is what I'm calling the partner quiz. So I have the answer sheet to these questions that you've both provided for me. So you're going to answer the questions not for yourself, but for the other person. So I have both of your answers.
You set me up.
I did.
I have been scammed. I have been bamboozled.
So the real question is, who wants to go first?
Oh, okay. Let's rock, paper, scissors.
We're going to see who wins.
Loser goes first. And on the first one, no best of 3. Like you always try to pull on me when I win one.
I got you. Man, what you mean? I win on the first time every time.
Okay, ready? John Can Poe.
I seen it too and I still lost. That's the
You
crazy
hit
part.
on Poe. That's crazy. Anyway, you're going first because of that.
All right. I'm ready.
So do you want to know your score after you've answered all the
Yeah.
questions for her? Okay, great.
I just, a little disclaimer. I'm more likely going to lose. Emma's better at this stuff.
I also, what's so funny is because as Kris sent them to me, I was like, he's going to get, and I said what score you're going to get. And I was like, I think it's also hard because some of these questions are, I know what you're going to say, and I know it's not going to be what I said. So
I'm excited.
I guess I should have put the answers that you would have said.
Well, no. It's better this way.
I didn't game the system like I should.
It's better this way. That way everyone knows I don't know anything.
10 years, everyone. Shows you what 10 years will do to you.
All right, Isaac. So are you ready?
Yeah, man. Come on.
Okay, so first question. What is Emma's favorite color?
Rojo.
Okay, where is her dream vacation spot?
If it's not like Brazil, then it's Venice. Somewhere where they had like siesta time, because she's been there once.
Siesta time.
I don't know.
Are you saying I nap a lot?
No, I don't know. It was somewhere where like she went there once, and the people like they have like a specific time where they don't do anything.
Is Spanish, right? And you just named the city in Italy.
I know. It's somewhere. It was a Spanish. You went there. See, this is how little I know. Okay, next question. I say Venice.
Okay, what is Emma's perfect number of bedrooms in a house?
5.
All right. Where is her favorite place that she's lived so far?
Oh, Hawaii, hands down. What
is her favorite food?
She's gonna kill me because she's asked me this many times, and I give her different answers every time.
Every time.
I'm gonna say pasta.
What is her favorite pastime? She gave options, so you just gotta get one of them.
How many options?
You got 3 options.
Man, it's not golf, it's reading.
What is her favorite movie?
Oh, man. I want to say The Notebook because she always talks about it, but I feel like I'm way off on that.
What's her favorite book?
That's tough. She reads so many. Like, she
Tell
loves...
What you say about me every time I read.
What do I say about you?
Every time he's like, are you even reading? Do you even understand what you're reading?
Oh, dude. Okay, it's going to make me sound dumb, but she reads so fast. And, like, I'll sometimes like I'll look over her shoulder just to like see what she's reading, and I'll start reading the page. The moment she turns, I'm reading the top of the page. I get down to the bottom, she flips over, like she already read the other half. And I'm like, dude, are you even like enjoying these books? You're just looking at it. But yeah, sorry, I digress. Let's go back to the question.
So what's my favorite book?
I don't know, the Bible.
All right. What is now? This is her self-selected best quality.
Man, I don't even remember what I put for my answer. Her. I'm trying to think what Emma would say. Her laugh.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
Oh, wonderful laugh. You're right.
What is her worst quality? Self-selected. And she only gave 1 answer, but I would accept 2.
You would accept 2?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, because you have one of her too?
She has because it was like a half joke answer. So I would accept the joke part of her answer as well.
I would say like her worst quality is doubting herself that she put.
Okay. So I'll tell you your score after. That way we
Okay.
can see how everyone did. All right.
Let's do it.
Oh gosh, I'm nervous.
Okay. Ready? Isaac's favorite color.
Green or orange, and it's a very specific green. It's mostly all greens, but orange. And then third would be blue.
Dream vacation spot.
Samoa or Costa Rica again, somewhere with a beach.
Ideal number of bedrooms.
I'm gonna say 5 because he said 5 for me.
Favorite place that he's lived so far.
Anaheim, California.
Favorite food.
His mom's spaghetti, and not even like in an ironic Eminem way. Mom's spaghetti.
Like no, like for real.
Sweaty. Like, yeah, no, for real.
Not feet, Emma. It's palms.
Oh my goodness, Emma gets sweaty feet, guys.
Sweaty feet.
Don't give her the
Right now,
microphone.
'cause
Her feet gonna start watering up.
Favorite pastime.
Hanging out with me, because why not? And no, just kidding. Playing video games with his brothers and football.
Okay. Favorite movie.
I think it's called Life.
That is a great
It's
movie.
not it.
It's like, I don't know what that is. Favorite book.
The Alchemist.
Self-selected best quality.
His kindness. He's just a really nice guy. He's friendly. Oh, he can have a conversation with anyone. I think that would be his best quality.
Speaking of which, that happened to me like on 3 different occasions today. Like I was in, and one of the guys I talked to at a random gas station, he was going the same way on the highway as me, and he decided to like keep up with me the whole way. I was going pretty fast.
So you be doing this. Isaac was just like,
I made a
Isaac makes friends everywhere we go, and it makes me feel awkward every time because I don't like talking to people, and he just loves it.
He made a friend on the highway.
He's like, how you do that?
You know what I mean?
At a gas station, who then proceeded to be my friend throughout the whole highway
Just
ride.
making sure you got to your destination safely.
Yeah, we waved at each other off as I got off the highway.
All right. So then, what is his self-selected worst quality?
His memory. Wait, no, his self-selected though. Isaac, don't be playing me. You and your memory be trying to get me caught up.
All
Are
right.
you gonna tell us what each other said?
I can if you want.
Okay.
So, do you want the
Or-
score first?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
So it's actually far closer than I thought it was gonna be.
What?
It's way closer.
Let's go. Let's go.
Isaac did better than what Emma thought because he got 4 out of 10, and then Emma definitely did worse than I thought because she only got 5 out of 10.
What?
Wow, that's
Isaac,
crazy.
You were on a really good roll at the start, and then it just fell apart real quick. Oh goodness! So Emma's favorite color was red. Vacation spot Tonga, and then the number of bedrooms was 4. Which is also a really arbitrary question, but I enjoyed putting it in there. It's like, why not? Hawaii was her favorite place to live, so you got that one for sure. French fries or steak.
Dude, we eat pasta like all the time.
Because we ain't got steak money, but we got French fry money, but we ain't got steak money.
I'm surprised you got the pastime. You didn't get it was napping, reading, or CrossFit, which is weird because you spent the whole time on the vacation talking about how much you like to sleep. Favorite movie, A League of Their Own or Selena. Favorite book was The Book Thief. Her favorite trait about herself was her kindness. And then the 2 answers that I would have picked for the flaw would have been I'm perfect or indecisiveness. So for Isaac, you got all of the favorite colors right. Like he was just like green, and you were like, no, it's all the shades of green, but a very specific shade of green. You were definitely getting the vacation one wrong, but then you were like, well, anywhere with a beach, and then that's like literally anywhere with an amazing beach. So I was like, well, gotta give it that one.
Hilarious.
The 5-bedroom thing, you got that
Was
one
it
right.
5?
Yeah, it was 5, but I really think you got it on luck because he gave away his own answer.
Yeah,
What I really think
so
happened. His favorite place that he's lived is actually Texas.
Really?
It's his answer. It's right here.
Wow.
His
Aw.
favorite food is not his mom's spaghetti. Sorry, Mom. It's Thai pork tacos with sriracha slaw.
Really? You like that over your mom's spaghetti? I'm gonna tell her.
You almost got the pastime wrong because you put football. And you like barely got that one right. His favorite movie, Nacho Libre.
Nacho.
Achoo!
I should have got that one right.
Terrible choice. And then his favorite book, oh no, whatever this one is, The Alchemist. Yeah, book. And then best quality, athleticism.
Ah.
And then worst quality, laziness and procrastination.
Ah.
Boom.
I was waiting for her to say something, but all right, cool.
Like, no, he doesn't. That's what it was. Those
I
were
can't believe I got only 5 right.
only 5.
Like, okay, so, like, outside of those questions, it's crazy because we've been together for 10 years and there's still so many things we don't know about each other, but there are so many subtle things that I know about Emma. Like, it's weird. I can't explain it, but like, I know what she's thinking sometimes, or like I know what she has planned, like without her telling me anything, without her needing to do anything. It's a weird, like, I know her but don't know her.
All right. Well, that's all the questions that I have for y'all. So to close it out, we'll move into our
rapid fire questions.
Isaac, did you bring a rapid fire question for us?
I did.
Wonderful. All right. Is there anyone who would like to go first this time? Who's the oldest?
Oh, okay. Well, I'll go first then. Okay, so my rapid fire question for today is, what artist do you wish you could hear again or experience for the first time?
Oh, that's good.
Thank you.
Like musical artist?
Any kind of artist. I'll open it up to interpretation. I was thinking musical artist, but do you have a favorite painter?
If I could listen to an artist again, I don't know if this is exactly the same question, but I would want to see and experience and listen to the music of Moulin Rouge again for the first time. Like, that would be the thing.
We could be heroes.
Just all the can dancing and the colors and the tragic ending. It just.
Okay, what about you, baby? Who do you wish you could experience again?
I wish I could experience Andre 3000 again.
Ooh, good one.
Yeah, 'cause I really liked him as a kid, but I didn't understand his music at the time. Like, now that I'm older and I listen to like some of the things he said, I'm like, dude, that's crazy. He's pretty witty, like with what he, it's just the way he does the music and everything. It's dope.
I would say I wish I could listen to her again for the first time. I just love her music so much. Love you at Her Music Official. You the bomb. Okay, so now next in the birth order, Christopher.
That would be me. I always have so many questions. It's exciting. I'll go with a simple question this time. Can you solve a Rubik's Cube? My answer is no. They make me angry. I hate them. So no.
I like how you didn't even open it up to anyone. You just immediately answered your own question.
I feel very strongly about Rubik's Cubes.
I can't solve them, but I am open to learning. I love doing like puzzles and stuff.
I feel like you would get it though. You're very good at puzzles. You're very puzzle oriented. I cannot. I'm bad at it. I can get one side and that's about it. I don't know. Because I know you have to like mess it up in order to get the rest of the slides. And I don't like that. It makes me angry as well. Because I'm like, I just got this whole side. And you're like, wait, but you still have to get.
Yeah, you have to like destroy it to get
all
the other side open. Yeah. It's crazy.
Oh, I can destroy it to get the other sides. The one time I had a Rubik's Cube, I just peeled the stickers off and put them back.
This guy.
Oh, you're one of those kids, huh?
I'm one of those kids. I hate Rubik's Cubes.
If you could put yourself into any other world, like fantasy world, like books, TV shows, or like whatever you watch, what would it be? I can go first if you guys want, so you guys can think of something. I'd pick Pokemon because like one of the features that like really just blew my mind was that whoever the character is, they can ride on any flying bird and that bird will take them anywhere they want to go, no matter how far. Like, you can literally travel the entire country on this bird's back. And I'm a heavy set dude, so my bird better be pretty strong.
What if the birds are like human birds and they have brittle bones?
Yeah, my bird's gonna be training. We're gonna train together, bro.
You muscle training this bird to carry you.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm immediately thinking of like
That's
the
a
little Pidgey.
You can ride any fish, any water animal or Pokemon.
You can ride like Pidgeotto?
Everywhere. Yes, you can ride any flying bird.
This Pidgey is not carrying you anywhere, Isaac.
It can barely carry itself. It's still getting captured.
We're gonna make it work. If it takes 2 or 3 of them, we're gonna make it work.
It's a whole sea of Pidgeys.
Connected like the balloons.
Onward, ho! Where would you go, Chris? I would think like you would go to like the world of Avatar because then you could have Appa.
Like an actual thing that can
Like,
carry
Appa
you.
gets tired. That's my thing. Appa gets tired. These
Pokemon don't
birds,
get tired?
Like they do.
have you played the game? They travel. What do you mean? You can pick the farthest corner of the map, and it'll take you all the way to the other side.
If I had to pick a world to go into, I am still thinking about it. Come back to me.
I would go into Harry Potter. Obvi. Come on now.
You're a wizard, Emma.
Wingardium Leviosa. Then I could ride on a broom that I know could carry me.
Says you. None of those kids were as heavy as me.
Okay, wait. Now I think I have an answer. I got it. I think I would go, you mentioned it earlier, I think I would go to the Avatar lands.
Like during the time of little Avatar or during the time of Korra?
Probably Korra, because, 21st century child, I need some like modern conveniences.
Ooh, what would you bet?
Every time I take the quizzes, do you know what my answer is?
Your earthbender.
Blood.
Non-bender. Every time.
You're
It's so
you and
rude.
Sokka would get along just fine.
Rude. But it's like, I was like, but you know what? It's fine. No, I would have to be like, I'd have to pull out the like May or Ty Lee aspect of non-bending if I was gonna go to this whole world of people who can bend things and I just can't do nothing.
Oh, what about, have you ever taken a Harry Potter quiz?
Oh, I took the official one, yeah.
What were you?
Slytherin one of the times.
Guess what I was?
Hufflepuff.
First of all, that's rude. No, I was also a Slytherin.
Oh, I would have figured if anything, if I'd given a real answer, it would have been Ravenclaw.
What are you, Isaac?
I feel like I'm Gryffindor.
Solid. Thanks, Isaac.
Thanks, Isaac, for coming to the show.
Thanks for having me, guys.
All right, Emma. So now that we're all set and ready to go, answered all the questions, where can people find the podcast?
You can find us on Instagram at the Tea with Crema or anywhere that you can stream podcasts. See you guys next time. Bye.